A very warm welcome each and everyone on Supergrads YouTube channel. And we are starting every episode of Toppers Talk with a quotation. And the quotation of this particular episode reads something like this: If your dreams don't scare you, they are too small. A very warm welcome, Shriyari. And for the second time, because mujhe yaad hai, I interviewed you for, I think, both Gaya, right? Before this?
Yes, sir, both yeah.
Right. So Sri Hari has been a consistent student of Supergrads जिसको अब entry मिल रही है IIM Indore के लिए finally. And Shri, I think it has been a wonderful journey, right? I mean, because there is a connection attached, and you were attached with almost all the mentors of Supergrads throughout this particular journey. And certainly you have now got your dream college, IIM Indore. मुझे याद है उस इंटरव्यू में मैंने तुमसे ये भी कहा था कि ये तो सिर्फ शुरुआत है, things are going to get more bright. So how is your family reacting now?
They are also very happy. Means I was having my interview on the first day on the 16th itself, 17th itself. So for me, it was a long gap between the results. So there was this tense environment as well, and now we are all happy. Yeah.
Okay. So before you pack bags for IIM Indore and the beautiful city Indore in particular, let me take this interview and ask some very relevant points and important things you have gone through in last few months. सबसे पहले, how did this journey started? And when you started with the preparations, what all was going on in your mind that point of time?
So after my 11th, during my 11th only, I explored the course of IPM, and soon I joined Supergrads, and yeah, that's how it started. And it was a journey full of ups and downs. Yeah, everybody there are ups and downs in this journey, but I think we have to enjoy this journey. That is our yeah.
Great things he's speaking, and he's saying this journey was full of ups and downs. I would like to understand where were those downs? Because I want to make people understand that this is not a constant सक्सेस जर्नी जहां पर ग्राफ ऊपर की तरफ ही जाता है. ग्राफ ऊपर जाएगा, फिर नीचे जाएगा, फिर ऊपर जाएगा, फिर नीचे, हो सकता है दो चार बार नीचे, फिर ऊपर जाएगा. सो जो हमारे सक्सेसफुल स्टूडेंट्स आ रहे हैं वो अपने फेलियर्स के बारे में भी बता रहे हैं ताकि आप डिमोटिवेट ना हो, डिरेल ना हो बीच में. सो श्रीहरि, इफ यू कैन थ्रो सम लाइट ऑन where the downs there were downfalls in this journey.
Mainly, I can detect my down points during the mocks itself. So yeah, giving mocks is and changing your strategy according after analyzing it. Means for me, I was discussing after each and every mock with all the respective subject panelists as well as the mentors. So I could identify where I was lacking, what strategy I should change. Yeah.
All right. So, what was your study plan? Because it has your study plan has made you successful at lot many places. So, students would like to understand, your study plan and how did you deal with the IPM preparations? Were you a dropper? Were you a fresher? Please state that as well.
Yeah, I am a fresher. I have completed my 12th now only. So yeah, for me, I am having a good hold in mathematics. The major problem was in the verbal ability section. So quant, I used to practice more in quantitative ability. And means there were during the mocks, you need not attempt all the questions. You need to select the questions which are best for you, which are of your level. Some questions which are easy for me will be difficult for others. That doesn't matter. You should go with your own thoughts at that point. Now, those 40 minutes matter a lot. You have to give your mocks and discuss it. And mainly, what I used to do is practicing questions in the morning from quant and studying it after my breakfast only. I used to study new topics because I think increasing your speed is also very important.
Right. What all resources were you using? You sticked yourself to Supergrads resources कि कुछ और बुक्स भी परचेज करी थी? सुपरग्रेड्स का मटेरियल कितना हेल्पफुल था? कौन सा मटेरियल कितना हेल्पफुल था? इसके ऊपर भी थोड़ा सा एक I would like to understand from you.
Yeah, for me, I was majorly stick on to the Supergrads material itself, and as I needed more problems in quantitative ability, I was having much of the resources. More questions were there in the material, and also I referred Arun Sharma books for CAT exam in quantitative aptitude as well as verbal ability. And reading comprehension, I enhanced myself using editorials of the newspapers such as Hindu and Guardian as.
All right, Shriyari. What role did Supergrads play? Because you have been Supergrad student. I would like to understand the role played by the mentors over here. I would also like to hear some of the very finest experiences. They may be difficult, they may be good enough. So, what role did Supergrads played in this entire journey?
Yeah, so I will start with every subject. I will go step by step.
Right.
So I will start with quantitative ability. Anil, he was much helping means during my interview journey also he was helping helpful very much. So he gave me the proper strategy which I have started for the past 2 months and stick on to that strategy, which has worked for me very well in quantitative ability. And for verbal ability, Brinda ma'am was supporting me a lot, and also my mentor Ria Nilkant ma'am. She was introducing me to this practice section given in the course page, and I was doing more questions in the website itself. Means it was a lot of practice for me in the RC section. There is unlimited questions there in that portal. I will urge all the students to go through that for VARC definitely. Yeah. And coming to the interview preparation and the DALI part, I was a part of the Super 30 batch, which was formed around 15-20 days before the IPMAT exam. So in that, sir from Jabalpur of top rankers itself came. Parts he
Oh,
was
yeah.
much helpful. Yeah, yeah, he was much helpful in that part as. I completed the DA set in 2 minutes, which gave me the confidence in the original examination. Yeah, so it was a bit easy also. So that was the main confidence. For 20 marks in 2 minutes will means you can cover the cutoff very easily. Then with the rest 38 minutes. Yeah, then coming to the interview preparation, the boot camp has helped really a lot. There was this session with Karan Mehta sir. He suggested us to form small student groups, and we formed and we have taken mock interviews of each other. So we were sometimes the panelists. We assessed what we are having the expectation. So we got to know that the panelists will be having no expectations from you, which has boosted our confidence a lot. Yeah, that student group also helped me a lot. Then mock interviews, I was giving once the mock interview started, I was giving mock interviews daily. Yeah.
Great points being made. Srihari has mentioned, I think, and he has, mentioned all the mentors that were supportive during the journey. And I would like to understand, which subject was most challenging for you, and how did you overcome those challenges?
For me, it will be verbal ability itself. Yeah, I mean verbal ability. I was facing much of the issue in vocabulary part. So after discussions with the mentor, Brinda ma'am, and all, and I plan to read more newspapers. As I stated, Hindu and Guardian, which has improved my VARC score, RC score, reading comprehension score mostly, and parajumbles also was a part which was hard for me. Usually the mock parajumbles are very difficult. We don't even look at those questions during our paper. So while we were solving it during our analyzing part, we were able to solve those questions which came in the exam, which were pretty easy compared to the mocks.
Okay. And you already stated about writing mocks. Okay. But I would like to understand what was your strategy? Were you analyzing after writing every mock? How were you moving towards
Yeah,
the next mock? What was happening at that point of time?
yeah, for quantitative part, I wasn't analyzing much. Means for me, it might be from the silly mistakes or any conceptual mistakes, right? So for silly mistakes, I can do more questions, and in that time management only, I can work somewhere for the silly mistakes, which I was doing in the practice sessions. For the conceptual mistakes, as it went for the past 2 months, last 2 months, there wasn't many conceptual mistakes as I have covered almost all the topics, and yeah, discussions in were helpful. All the means after every mock in verbal ability, I used to create a log. Means after each topic, how many questions I didn't attempt, how many questions I made wrong, how many were silly mistakes which I got in the second attempt while analyzing. So a proper log was made for every mock in verbal ability section, which has helped a lot in analyzing it.
Great points being made by Srihari over here, and certainly they're going to be really very helpful for all the students who are listening right away. And next question to you, Srihari, is what is specific topics that you focus extensively at that point of time? I mean, uh, what are some topics you picked up for yourself?
Actually, there were many, but yeah, as I'm from a max background, I used to love those topics like permutation, combination, probability, matrices, determinant. So higher max topics were always my suit, and those are a real differentiator between other students. If you focus more on those topics, other arithmetic questions, most of the students who are sincerely preparing will get. These topics are something only a person with some good hold in max can do. Yeah, so I focus more on higher max.
One more question. You already talked about the boot camp that was organized by Supergrads for the interview preparations. There were round of mock interviews that were taken by a lot of panelists, and that those panelists were immensely experienced as well. If you can share some of the experiences from those mock interviews, and were they helpful in the final interview?
Yeah, before the mock interview itself, we have to submit that candidate profile form, and from that time onwards, super grads were along with us. Means I have revised the candidate profile form for 4 times, I guess,
And we
till
were
it was
helpful.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, for the all the revisions were given by Rana ma'am, Ria ma'am. So they were giving us suggestions to do it, and then we had the mock interviews, and always there was this Ishpal Puri sir recommended by Parts. He was also a part of the Supergrads team. He also helped me a lot in the interview process and the mock interviews. Means or the whole attire, how we had to conduct ourselves in the interview were all already said by the mock interview part, and the feedback was very helpful.
All right, I think he has made all the points in his journey with Supergrads and cracking the big IIM. Now, the last question is the important one. Srihari, looking back, what unique advice would you be giving to all the students who are listening to you right now? And just just one point, it has to be a unique one.
Yeah, so this is not my advice. This is one of my family friends' advice, who has always mentored me. So he always says that you should enjoy the process, because without enjoying that process, you can't be hopeful for the result. The result will be maybe 2 years or 1 year after your journey only you will get the result. So start to enjoy the process, be in love with the subjects. Then only you can crack something big. Yeah.
Great advice, in fact. So it's the journey and the process that's more important and not the outcome. And sincerely, somebody who is into the process would be getting the fruits of it. Thank you, Srihari, for the valuable time. It was fantastic interview with you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.